Hi, it's Anthony from Proximity Risk and Assurance again. Today I just want to talk to you about the origins of risk management, where it come from, how long has it been around, those sort of things. Some argue and continue to argue about the oldest profession on earth. I'm not going to suggest that risk management is the oldest profession on earth, but I'd suggest it's one of the very first things that our ancestors learnt to do was manage risk. Think about it, makes sense. Food supply, somewhere to get shelter, stop getting eaten by things that wandered around. Risk management, I think, was a big priority. Now, obviously they wouldn't have called it that, but these circumstances drove our early ancestors to manage risk in a very proactive way. And you saw, as time went on, different risk management strategies develop as early humankind learnt and evolved and started to think things through from a risk perspective. So some of the iterations you saw were early man getting together in communities, so forming a community, banding their resources together, using the combined strengths of that community to look after the community, to do better for the whole, resist attacks and, contribute to the community as a whole. You also saw some smart things around, in times of good, saving additional resources and assets, tools, equipment, etc., and later on money, for times when things weren't so good. So, savings was a concept that became a risk management strategy. You also saw the actual introduction of laws or rules and regulations so that members of communities and eventually states and territories and countries, etc., understood acceptable conduct and therefore, the risk of unacceptable conduct minimised. And those that did behave inappropriately knew the risks. So that risk management theme has continued to evolve over time. So if you think about ancient mariners and the way they transported cargoes, and sometimes there'd be storms or ships would sink and they'd lose a significant investment. So those mariners pooled together and developed a scheme to share the losses for a ship transporting their shared cargo. That effectively was the invention of insurance. So maritime insurance is the oldest insurance around. You also think about the modern company structure. When you think about it, it's actually a risk management strategy. So in good times, benefits are shared amongst shareholders. In bad times, the losses are shared, but they're limited, so hence a proprietary limited company. So that's a risk management technique as well. So these have all evolved over time. So risk management's been going on for a long time. It's not something that's just happened in the last 10, 15, 20 years. It's something that we've all done as a race for a long, long time. But risks change and risks evolve and some risks fade away. So, think about the modern risks that organisations are faced with: cybersecurity, data governance, disruptors and technology, all sorts of things that they're faced with. So risk continues to evolve. Old risks disappear. I don't think you'll get eaten by a dinosaur tomorrow. So you need to keep your risk list or risk register up to date with the things that are actually threatening the organisation today. Anyway, listen, thanks for your time today. Hope to talk again soon. Should you need some assistance to discuss your risk challenges, please contact us. www.proximityrriskassurance.com.au. Thanks for your time. Talk again soon.